Because he was actually good back in the
You like Damon
90s.
Wayne.
Wayans.
Wayans.
It's Wayans.
Damon Wayans. 2 dose syllables. You know what else is awesome? That we're podding again.
You just start.
I did.
Too long.
I think
we should start out like we did with the music thing.
I think you suck.
That was hilarious.
And we should do this. I think this gives us some sort of genuinity. Also gives me a chance to invent new words. What is this, episode 9?
I don't know. It's episode 8.
8?
Episode 8.
Episode 8. Ocho, if you were speaking Spanish.
Yes.
I don't know how to say it in other languages.
But we're not Chad Johnson, so we ain't talking about that damn Ocho Cinco
Oh,
shit.
snap! Look at you. So, you know what? Episode 8 has rolled around.
It's been too long.
Hath approached. We kind of had
We
a
know
hiatus.
that you guys have been thirsting. Thirsting.
Starving.
To death.
They was like...
Wanting a new pod.
When them geeks gonna pod again?
Yep.
I'm sure our 2 fans or 2 loyal listeners out there are wondering.
Yeah, they were probably
2 fans, 2 furious,
sitting eagerly, pushing reload. When the geek's gonna get something back up.
Why aren't they podding?
Reload.
Why aren't they podding? It's okay. We're here again.
We had a hiatus.
July was a
beat
shitty
each other
month.
up. We worked it out though.
It's all good.
July was a shitty month.
If you
July
just leave the cap on the toothpaste, we won't have this problem again.
Look, we already settled it, okay?
And
Let's not get back into it.
when Josh tells you to bend over, you bend over.
We settled this.
No, seriously. We did settle it, Mark.
And I am very sore.
And we have determined that Mark is a catcher.
No, I'm a power bottom.
He's a
power bottom. He's a power bottom. Anal stuntman. Power bottom. I love it.
Oh, that's a new movie.
So
anal in a world.
Excuse me, guys, I'm going home.
Anal stuntman stars in Power Bottom.
So. Okay, I gotta jump into this.
A lot of things have happened.
I gotta jump into this right now because the latest and greatest is Suicide Squad. Okay, so already we know that there's controversy, right? Because Rotten Tomatoes gave it like
27%,
the shittiest rating that anybody has ever given.
The critics haven't been real kind to it, and I think a lot of it was just kind of blowback from how much Bats versus Soups
sucked.
Blew.
Oh my god, it was terrible.
And so they
Martha!
They went into Suicide Squad thinking that it was going to be another terrible storyline with terrible acting, with terrible characters.
And terrible writing. Because let's be honest, part of what made Bats versus Soups terrible was the writing. Okay?
And the trying to fit 50,000 different stories into one movie.
Exactly. Precisely.
And also Lex Luthor. That was the worst casting of Lex Luthor ever.
Well, and the fucked up part is I love Jesse Eisenberg. Now you see me, and now you see me too.
Not as Lex Luthor.
He was
playing the kind of weenie that he always plays in like Zombieland.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Lex Luthor is actually big.
I agree.
He's big. He is big in stature.
Yeah, Eisenberg looks like he's about 5'2" or some shit.
Just was not cast correctly for that.
It was not a good fit.
Another thing that was shitty about Bats vs. Soups was that one of the main characters, Wonder Woman, had zero backstory. If you wanted to do a Bats vs. Soups, guess what, fucking idiots? Introduce Wonder Woman because she is the redeeming factor of that movie.
Also, the Avengers did it correctly. Everybody has their own movie before they come together, so you know what the fuck's going on.
Well, that was the problem.
If you're going to do that with all these people, you know...
Well,
here's the cool part, though.
Okay, pause.
All these other characters.
The only one who actually had his own movie prior to Bats vs. Soups was Superman.
Yeah, Soups.
Okay, they didn't even introduce Ben Affleck's Batman.
No.
So it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
We already know he's not the same Batman as
Christian Bale.
Well,
a different universe.
Which, honestly, guys, I'm sorry, Christian Bale.
Oh, nailed it.
No.
Josh, you're the only one that just...
I still posit that Michael Keaton was the finest Batman.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Christian Bale.
No.
They're not even comparable.
Dude, Michael Keaton only did 2.
Michael Keaton never was upstaged by the villain like Christian Bale was.
That's because he died. He would not have been upstaged by
it's because Heath Ledger was an amazing Joker.
Argue all you want.
The whole thing about the Joker was the fact that they introduced a new Joker, okay? And Jack Nicholson, because he played the Joker so well, everybody was going to be judging him against Jack Nicholson. So that was the storyline going into Dark Knight, is Heath Ledger going to be able to pull off a decent Joker? Yeah. That's what everybody went to see.
Did he or didn't he?
No, he did. He did.
Exactly.
That has nothing to do with him upstaging Christian Bale.
Totally upstaged Christian Bale.
I'm sorry, but if he wouldn't have died, it wouldn't have been upstaged.
It would have been a non-issue.
However,
it would have been equal or whatever.
Our opinions on previous Batmans aside, Suicide Squad. Oh my god!
Suicide Squad nailed it.
Oh my god!
Spoiler alerts, just so anyone listening.
I wasn't even going to get into spoilers.
Talk about all you want. I know I didn't see it, but it's
here's the fun part, listeners at home. 2/3 of the Geek Squad have seen Suicide Squad.
Yes.
But
and how did we see that, Josh?
Oh, well, we were at a little thing called the Salt Lake Comic-Con pre-screening event. And we was all up in the VIP on that shit because you know how the geeks roll.
We got that free swag.
We go big or go home. That's how we do.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we watched that movie.
I will say one thing though about Ben Affleck's Batman. I really like the costume they gave him. It's really cool. And it is pretty close to what I've seen of the Batman coming back. It's like I don't know what it's called. Exactly. Like Batman Returns or some shit.
You know, here's what I want to throw out.
Older Batman
as
coming
Ben
back.
Affleck as Batman. We watched Suicide Squad, and anybody with access to IMDb, which is anybody with a stable internet connection, knows that Ben Affleck is now Batman in the DC universe. Like, he is the official Batman.
Moving forward, that means that's going all the way through Justice League and beyond. I mean,
now I have to say,
here's a question I came up with the other day. Who would win in a fight, Jason Bourne or Ben Affleck's Batman?
Dude, fucking Batman. Come
Bourne.
On. What?
Jason Bourne, dude.
Bourne? Dude.
Jason Bourne bare-knuckle boxes in the middle of a ring of Arabians.
Batman.
And Bruce Wayne doesn't?
No.
Batman would
uses gauntlets. He uses gauntlets.
Dude, Jason Bourne did not ever fight Superman and win.
And
Batman neither did Bats.
Bruce Wayne has been training since he was like
motherfucking kryptonite gauntlets, son.
Teenager or something.
If he destroyed suits in the comics.
We're talking about the comics.
We're talking comics.
Okay.
No. I'm specifically talking about Ben Affleck.
Where did this come from?
Because
who brought this up?
Because David and Ben Affleck, we all know they're butt fucking each other. So I just wanted to know who would be in a better.
Mark is bringing up his fantasy of Ben Affleck and Batman.
He's bringing up his wet dream of Ben and Matt banging.
I will say this.
Yes, because you two never go off topic and just randomly say shit.
Not like that. Not introducing some homoerotic shit.
Mark, you know what, Mark? If you go to Rule 34, you can find a Ben Affleck, Matt Damon crossover. No, honestly though.
That's real nice.
One of the things.
Just get out of the fucking show.
Oh, it's too good.
I have to say, on the subject of Suicide Squad, that I did not hate Ben Affleck.
No, I didn't hate Ben Affleck. And of course, I didn't really hate him in Bats vs. Supes.
And this is
I hated him. I thought Ben Affleck did a good Bruce Wayne.
Really?
Yes, I thought that Ben Affleck.
Why did you say that name?
That's Batman.
Yeah.
I said he played a good Bruce Wayne.
That was Batfleck, dude.
He played a good Bruce Wayne.
Oh my god.
As Batman, he sucked balls. except for in the fighting sequences.
Well,
then he did all right.
In that case, you could make a really good case for Mark and his Batman versus Bourne.
His Brokeback Bourne.
Because all Bourne would have to do is be like, hey, Batman, Martha. And then Batman would be like, Bourne, why did you say that name? And then Bourne would be like, because I want to kick your ass.
Well, and then all you'd have to do is... Movie, all you have to do is you have to bring up Bourne's dad. That obviously makes him go into some dumb little thing where you just stand there for 20 minutes remembering.
Adam Webb, or whatever his name is.
So basically what we're saying is all our heroes are flawed. They're flawed,
and they all have dead parents.
We all have dead... Those are people who died. Thank you, Jim Carroll, for that beautiful song. No, honestly, with Suicide Squad, I think that DC is finally...
I thought Margot Robbie played Harley Quinn.
They're finally figuring out how to make a movie.
You know, I was thinking about this, too. And I think the reason why Bats vs. Supes sucked asshole. Like a poopy asshole.
Like
so
hobo,
bad.
Like hobo.
Yeah, like...
Unwiped.
Yes.
3-month-old asshole.
Yes, like homeless man poopy ass asshole. Okay? The reason why that sucked so bad is because they wanted to build the movies up from there so they could only get better and better and better.
Well, you know, there's something to be said for that. You know, the measure of success is not where you're at right now. It's where you've come from.
Okay, because, I mean, look.
How much progress you've shown.
Rotten Tomatoes scored Suicide Squad pretty crappy.
It was
probably
before the pre-screening.
Oh, was it? Well,
after
it was 27 after we got out.
After all the pre-screening events, it jumped up 10%. Or 9%, whatever. Approximation.
So, the fans actually liked Suicide Squad. What did the fans rate it at?
The fans...
I didn't see.
So the pre-screening... After the pre-screening, the rating jumped from 18 to 27%.
That was the critic review.
And
what did the fans say?
Well, the fans... There was the pre-screening, where just the fans who experienced it in the pre-screening events nationwide, it jumped 9% in one day.
No, okay.
Now, I don't know if that's significant or not.
That's critics. What did the fans say?
We were the fans in the pre-screening.
There's a critic review, which is the 27%.
No.
Yes.
No, the critic review was 18%. Trust me on this one. Because I told...
The fans have nothing
bragging.
to do with the critic review.
I understand. I was bragging about going and seeing Suicide Squad in the pre-screening event, and I was told how it was given an 18% by Rotten Tomatoes. The petition...
Yeah, I told you that.
The petition was before the pre-screening event that you and I attended. The petition happened long before 2 nights ago. And the rating went up 9% at the pre-screening event.
Okay.
So
what did the fans have it at?
The fans jumped it up to 9%.
No,
if we pull it up right now...
You're missing it. There's the critic review and then a fan review.
Pull it up right now.
There's a critic review and a fan review.
Okay.
73% the fans have it.
There you go. Boom.
26% critic.
Why are you asking me when you got the internets all up in your hands,
Because
son?
you think they're one and the same, son.
No. Mark, why do we deal with Logan?
Mark.
Hey, don't look to me. I already got told off.
I was just wanting to know what the fans rated it at.
I don't know.
You just told me that it bumped it up 9%.
In one night. I was talking about one night, Logan.
The fans don't
we
weigh in on the critics.
Prior to these shows.
All right. Suicide Squad. I just pulled it up. 26% rotten by the critics. The fans have it at 73%.
Boom.
Okay. So obviously there is a huge fucking infinitieth gap.
Whoa.
In between what the critics say and what the fans say.
You just went some Infinity Stones all up in this.
Yeah.
I have one thing to say about DC making films, and while you guys might be saying, and I might even agree with you when I see the movie, that they're getting their ass together and making a movie good, how many times have they done a good Batman and then they've gone to shit? So I'm sorry, this doesn't mean shit to me.
8 million different Batman stories.
when they've done as many good movies in a row as Marvel, then I will say, okay, they're getting their shit together. But one fucking good movie doesn't.
Wow!
And technically, even though we didn't love Batman vs. Superman,
Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Critics had it at 27%.
Right.
Fans had it at 65%. Who the fuck are the fans that saw that?
I will say this.
And it did make several $100 million. It was a big hit.
I know people who like this movie.
Oh,
my brother Sean. Sean, I love you. You're my brother.
But you are.
We will get help for you.
Oh, shit.
It was not a good movie, my brother.
It was just too many.
It was not a good movie, man. I love you as a brother. It was not a good movie.
It was painful to
say
watch.
One thing about Ben Affleck. Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Batman! That's his mom's name too!
Mark, what were you trying to say before?
We must be connected! We must be brothers! What, Mark? What were you trying to say before Logan went into his Batman?
He's shitting out of his mouth.
Cry face. He is shitting out his mouth. It's hilarious.
My point is that even though I'm not a Ben Affleck fan, it wasn't his fault that Batman sucked cock. He didn't fucking write it. He didn't fucking direct it. He just portrayed the character the way they told him to.
I will agree with you on that because here's the thing.
I do think, even though it pains me very much to say this, because I really do not like Ben Affleck. I didn't even like him when he portrayed Jack Ryan. I thought that was the worst Jack Ryan of all. Anyway, he was a good Bruce Wayne. He does make a good Bruce Wayne, and he could have made a better Batman if they hadn't made him so fucking weird. And
here's the thing about
the voice didn't really bother me because I figure if you were Batman, you would probably talk in a different voice. I might even throw in some British shit there. You know, I'm Batman. Don't get mine.
Oi! Hello, Governor! Hello, Governor! I'm Batman! Representative of Gotham, don't you think?
I don't think you should go British. No, here's the thing.
What's the role, Governor? You don't know what we want.
I absolutely love...
What are you doing?
How much I hate Ben Affleck.
What are you doing?
It is wonderful. And...
There is a
Suicide Squad. I watched Suicide Squad
thing there for.
I watched Suicide Squad, and I did not hate Ben Affleck.
No, he actually
now granted,
did okay.
He was only in there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. However, this gives me tremendous hope
for
the Justice League franchise.
Look, in the future also.
One of the major things about Bats vs. Supes that totally sucked was Zack Snyder. Okay, he single-handedly fucked that movie in the butthole.
Yes, he did.
Okay,
and he wasn't nice about it either.
And that's why Ben Affleck, because he loves the character so much and he loves DC so much, he petitioned to have his ass fired, and he was successful.
And he got it.
Yes,
it's
true.
So
Ben Affleck now has pretty much the creative rights to doing the stories moving forward. Now, if disagree with me all you want, but Ben Affleck is an amazing director and writer. Okay, Argo was a fantastic movie.
I can't argue because I've never actually watched any of his movies that he's directed. I don't think.
Argo?
I didn't get a chance. I did actually want to see that.
Nobody watched Argo but you.
Hey, I would have watched it. I just never got around to it.
He won an Oscar.
That's great.
Whoa.
Good for him.
I'm gonna dick punch you,
please.
Okay, so the man can write. He is creative.
Well, I'm not.
And with a creative team like Warner Brothers backing you up, and
I'm not gonna shit on the man's creative capability.
I think he will do okay.
I'm not gonna shit on the man's creative capability. Like I said, I just watched Suicide Squad, which I thought was a fantastic film, and I didn't hate Ben Affleck. I started out on this podcast with episode 1 talking about how I hate Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is easy to hate.
Yeah.
Had Supes versus Batman come out, or Batman versus Superman, did that come out when we did our first podcast? Do you guys remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it had come out. If it had not come out,
it probably had.
It was not highly or eagerly anticipated. Now, I will say this. I watched Suicide Squad, and let's talk about, for a moment, the big controversy was Jared Leto.
Let's talk about the Suicide Squad.
Jared Leto as the Joker.
Let's move on from Bats vs. Soups. This is our Suicide Squad show.
Oh my God. I want to talk about...
Okay, I do want to talk about Jared Leto as the Joker.
I thought it was good.
Okay. He's obviously not a Joker that we have ever seen before.
Obviously, because you have to make it your own.
He took, like, the voice that Heath Ledger used as the Joker. Okay? He did try to use that. Okay.
I disagree.
But this is like thugged out gangster Joker, not criminally insane psychopathic Joker.
Well, dude, come on. Driving around the streets of Gotham in a Lamborghini Aventador?
That's what I'm saying.
Or a Ferrari. Wait, hold up. It was a Ferrari.
I think it was a Lambo, dude.
No, it is a Ferrari. Hold up.
I saw it one time.
Anyway, he was blinged out. He had grills.
But it was fantastic.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to hurt you. Really bad.
Maybe if you took the grills out...
that made me so happy.
Maybe if he took the grills out, he would have been able to... See, that was kind of a distraction for me. Was him having grills.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures. I didn't like that either.
It's kind of like, what the hell what's he doing?
Dude,
he's doing the hit.
By the way, it was an Infiniti G35. Okay, which, I mean, for fuck's sake, dude.
The car?
Yeah, the car he was driving. Now, here's what I gotta say about him as the Joker. He owned it. He made it his own. And it was different than any other Joker in existence. Oh, and I believe that when you're playing a role as iconic as the Joker, you have to do that. Oh, yeah. And in that sense, he fucking owned it. And he made it his own. And I think that in that sense, it was a tremendous success.
See, but here's my problem with that. With the way you're describing. I'm sure he did fine, and I'm sure I'll like it. My problem is Joker is just fucking nuts. That's the way I like him to be portrayed.
Exactly.
If he's not that type of Joker, then to me he's not Joker.
Okay,
he
is he's not. Look,
he's just some guy calling himself
Okay,
Joker.
So you've got Heath Ledger. Okay, pause. I'm gonna give you a side-by-side analysis of Heath Ledger Joker versus Jared Leto Joker.
Even Mark Hamill's Joker.
Heath Ledger Joker wanted all the mob's money to fucking burn, right?
Just
to burn him.
Some men want to watch the world burn.
Jared Leto's Joker, he wanted to show off his money. He had that big fat ass gold Rolex. He had the chains. He had the grills. He was not the.
It's a different interpretation.
He was not even the way that Jack Nicholson's Joker was.
He was thug Joker.
No, Jack Nicholson Joker was a mafioso. Come on.
Yeah, he was a mafioso. He was a mafia.
And Nicholson was a fantastic Joker.
Oh yeah.
It was.
They don't build them like they used to!
Yeah.
Where does he get all his wonderful toys?
Where does he get... Exactly! Exactly! And that's why... I'm sorry, I'm screaming into the mic. It's, hey, at least Logan, at least it won't be a complaint about Logan, you screaming into the mic.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, Logan already did that earlier.
Although Logan's loud mouth landed him 2 t-shirts at the pre-screaming event.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
He got 2 of them shirts.
And a rare one, too. A rare
It's
print.
true. One that they are not printing anymore.
And I went home and put them on, and let me tell you something. Them things was so damn tight, I turned into Comic-Con man.
Yo, muscles. Muscles is popping through and shit.
It literally looked like the shirts had been painted on my body.
So, Comic-Con!
That's, you know what? When we go to Comic-Con, and we are going to Comic-Con, that's right, 2 Geeks, 1 Mic, live at Comic-Con. It's happening.
Really?
Yes, motherfucker. We don't necessarily have the passes, but we're going to be there. I will make it happen come hell or high water. It's going to happen.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know anything about
don't even fucking play with me, right?
I don't know.
No, we've got about
But I'm saying right now that Logan needs to wear one of these shirts and be Comic-Con man as his cosplay.
Dude, you know how uncomfortable that would be?
I don't give a fuck.
Like, I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Logan,
yeah, I can understand.
Look at me right now.
As a fellow fat man, I know what you mean.
Logan, you think Batman doesn't make sacrifices? You think Iron Man doesn't make sacrifices?
Comfortability sacrifices.
Look, if I got paid, like those two,
or if he was saving people's lives, even.
That's true. Money. Ladies and gentlemen, money is the greatest superpower of them all.
It's all about them Skrillers, yo.
It's all about them Benjamins.
Give me some C notes and I'll wear it.
Iron Man. And
you know what?
Super fucking rich.
Seriously though, you give me enough money. You give me $1 billion, and I swear to God, I will be a superhero commiserate to Iron Man and or Batman. I swear to God, I promise you, sponsors, Donald Trump, if you're listening, give me $1 billion, and I swear to God, I will be the next Batman.
Don't worry, it's just a tax write-off. We'll give you the IRS form, too.
I don't know if there's
IRS exclusive rights to whatever.
Excuse me, IRS representatives who are listening, because I know you're all listening. Please provide me with the superhero tax write-off that Bruce Wayne is currently using, and I will file my taxes accordingly.
All right, so getting back to Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. Seriously though, it was a good
I thought Will Smith rocked.
Dude.
I thought he killed it.
Dude, remember the scene where he was like, that's how I cut and run.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
After he just mowed shit down.
Dude, he mowed some bitches down.
The one person I'm curious about, because I didn't think they did a great job with his look, was Killer Croc. How was...
no.
What?
I was disappointed with Killer Croc.
Dude, Killer Croc, serious?
Yes.
Okay, here, I will give you this.
To know Killer Croc...
I will give you this.
For one,
the movie, first off...
For one, okay, Killer Croc wasn't interested in BET.
No, come on.
Killer Croc didn't talk shorty.
No.
He didn't throw out the gangster thug life. Okay.
He did not.
Killer Croc was more interested in killing people.
Hold up though.
That, and he was like 8 feet tall.
Pause. The point of Suicide Squad is that you had, quote, bad guys working together as a squad.
Right. They misrepresented Killer Croc in a bad way.
I disagree.
They misrepresented him.
I will give you this, that the movie Suicide Squad...
All of our fellow listeners, I just want to say this is what I like listening to these two. That's why I brought it up.
No, I will say this.
I wanted Killer Croc to be bad. I wanted him to be awesome.
Movie, Suicide Squad, it was about 3 people.
Did he even eat anybody?
He kind of did.
Always chops people apart.
He kind of did.
He kind of did. He bit one of the security guards.
No.
But they didn't even like, hey, here's a snack for you, and take some security.
Well, they gave him
like a big ass
pig
or a horse or something.
So here's the thing.
Down for him.
Suicide Squad, when you go and watch the movie Suicide Squad,
and he always walked with that head bob.
Make no...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he did. I swear, dude. Every step he did this.
Don't worry about any kind of pretense about the movie. The movie is about Deadshot and Harley Quinn. Okay?
Right, but Mark just posed the question, how was Killer Croc?
I'm going there. Give me some time, son.
That's only got 30 minutes, dude.
I know, and we're almost out of time.
Exactly.
Let me get there instead of distracting me, bitch.
All right, so Killer Croc, I thought was bad because he was big head, little body. Killer Croc's supposed to be monstrous.
Yeah, he's huge.
Like,
he's at least
fucking out of this world monstrous.
Than anybody else on
Killer Croc is supposed to be like
Hulk size.
Like,
I mean, the guy's
like
big.
the mountain.
Yeah.
Like the mountain.
The mountain that rides! Fist bump. Don't leave me hanging on that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Game of Thrones, the mountain?
Yeah, son, I follow his fucking Instagram.
Okay,
he's like curling 200-pound weights.
That would have been, he would have made a bad Killer Croc.
But give me 1 second.
And no CGI needed.
Give me 1 second.
You put the body paint on him with, the rubber or whatever, and you've got yourself Killer Croc.
The rubber whatever.
Not some thuggish wannabe who's got scaly skin.
Yeah. Logan wants the rubber whatever.
Don't we all?
If you know what I'm saying.
Finish your thought before we run out of time, Joshua.
He's drunk.
Look,
all right, so
here's the thing.
Killer Croc.
With Killer Croc, here's what I thought about Killer Croc.
And he was kind of ineffective, dude.
I understand what you're saying, okay? Trust me. I'm a purist. I love the idea that Killer Croc
hits something
9 feet tall.
When Killer Croc hits something
bigger than life,
he makes a difference when he hits something.
I get it.
And he was sitting there taking on those deadite things.
The problem is,
and he was getting his ass kicked, and he only killed like one.
Wait, what?
He only killed like one.
What movie were you watching, son?
Dude, I was paying attention, son.
Because I watched him chew the neck out of like 18 different bubblehead dudes. Don't you fucking roll your eyes at me, you little bitch.
Man, we're going to have an all-out brawl.
It's going to happen.
Okay, no, I'm right. I'm right. In case everyone can't tell, I'm doing
Here's my opinion on Killer Croc. The movie was not about him. He was a tertiary character.
He was part of...
I get that.
In the comics, that was Suicide Squad.
In the comics, I get that.
So he is a representative of Suicide Squad.
In the movie, what they wanted to do was reconnect everybody on the Suicide Squad with some sort of connection to humanity. Which is why Diablo screams, I lost one family, I'm not going to lose another. No spoilers, Internet. Fuck you. Okay? Here's what I'm saying.
It's okay if we do spoilers because the movie is officially out.
It's an epic transition. Yeah. So. It is a transition from people as strangers who have absolutely no idea who each other are and don't care into a squad, into a group of people willing to fight and defend each other.
I got that. I know what the movie's about.
So
I'm talking about
they had to focus on
making the characters as real and as legit to the comics as possible.
No,
and
not
with Killer Croc,
with
Killer Croc, they did not.
It sounds like they kind of developed their own characters for this. Even
precisely.
Even Joker isn't really the Joker that we all know and love. He's his own Joker. So here's my question to you two before the thing ends: how many buckets of geekgasms are we doing?
Buckets of geekgasm. I will go first on this to give Logan a moment to ponder. Because I'm going to give it 5 buckets of geekgasm.
Out of 10?
No, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, we do 5.
Because like I said, hold up. Don't give me that look.
He is
Logan
drunk,
right now is giving me the judging look. No.
This is
Logan,
no judge.
The reason I would like to give it 5 out of 5 buckets of geekgasm is because I finally see that DC is learning how to make a movie.
And I am finally they have made good movies in the past, and then they've crapped up.
I am finally hopeful that DC is going to make a decent fucking movie franchise. And I'm happy for that. Because as much as I love the Marvel movie franchise, I am equally excited for a good DC franchise movies.
Okay, so you gave it 5 buckets.
I'm happy.
I enjoyed for them DC to be good.
Suicide Squad. I enjoyed it. I was in the theater at the pre-screening, cheering and clapping in the middle of the movie.
As was I.
And hence,
while Logan is still
I give it 5.
I will say that you two talking about it has made me anticipate a little more.
I've not
really been excited about this movie. It's just been.
I have never cheered as much.
So I'm a little more anticipating it now.
I have cheered. Check it out this weekend. I have cheered more for Suicide Squad than I ever have for any Marvel movie. Now maybe that's because we went to the Comic-Con viewing.
There was that was in the air.
I was so happy for that.
With MCU movies, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a badass movie.
So how many buckets do you give it? How many geekgasm ectoplasm buckets will you give it? How many times are you gasming all up in a bucket?
How many buckets are you filling?
How many buckets are you filling with your geekgasm?
I'd probably give it 3.5.
3.5 buckets of geek.
Yeah, because I didn't think it was a full solid 5, and
really?
four's being too kind.
That's not a bad.
It's not bad. I mean, I did like the movie. I enjoyed it, but I thought that the reason why the movie even occurred in the first place, because they fucked up, and so then they had to go in and rescue what's her face. You know, the whole basis.
Wait, what's her face?
The Puppet Master. No, the Puppet Master.
Oh,
the black chick, the FBI director, whatever her name is.
Oh God, I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because she made a bad call
with the Enchantress.
Oh my
God, a terrible call.
And so now it's like they had to go into the city to save her ass.
Well, okay, yes, there is that.
I mean, that's just kind of a
I don't know,
backwards way about going things.
I felt that played into the storyline though. I felt that was good.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what? Here's the deal, guys.
It was a good movie. Listeners, I enjoyed it. I really did.
Everybody, go up and see that movie. Because even if you don't give it 5 out of 5 buckets of geekgasm, it is a fun movie. It is enjoyable.
Oh, yeah.
And it is hands over feet better than any other DC movie produced.
Is it the last action movie coming out this summer, or is there anything else that's coming out that I'm forgetting about before fall hits?
As far as the summer goes, I think.
Yeah, I think this is it.
So not a bad closer to the summer. The summer hasn't been a terrible.
Yeah, seriously.
Been terrible for movies.
Go see it. Okay. Seriously, it's good. You will enjoy it. Even if you don't think it's the best movie ever, you will enjoy it. It's a good flick. Go see it.
I'll tell you what, though, it does tie in. For a time frame, it takes place after Bats versus Soup. So after Superman dies,
yes,
it takes place post Superman death, and
before
it's going to be before Justice League. So
and Justice League looks
it's
good.
that time frame in between the two, and the whole reason for the Suicide Squad, in my opinion, was so Batman could see how to find the metahumans.
That's fine. It's a perfect.
All right. Anyway,
Deus ex machina.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I give it 3.5. But that's all right. That's with me giving Bats versus Soups about a 0.5 bucket. So there you go.
Well, there you go.
Base that.
It's a tremendous improvement. You know what, listeners? You guys are fucking awesome. Tell us what you thought about Bats versus Soups. Tell us what you thought about Suicide Squad.
He's drunk.
I am drunk.
Tell us that you missed us because we missed all of you, and we missed doing our show.
Seriously, though. Comment, like,
share, subscribe.
Tell us you loved us.
What the hell is going on with our YouTube? Why is it still only showing that we have 78 subscribers?
Guys, YouTube is great. They're wonderful. They're doing a server migration, so they show us as 76 subscribers, but our subscribers know the truth. That there's like 2,500 of you motherfuckers out in the world. Keep representing the geeks. Because you know the geeks are representing you on a daily. You know what I'm saying?
He's drunk.
It's true.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Drunk.
We really do appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you guys.
Till next
Peace
time.
out.
Mic drop.